Okay, boys and girls. So today what we are going to be talking about is equivalent fractions. But before we get into equivalent fractions, we're going to go over our vocabulary. So we have numerator and we have denominator. On your whiteboards, go ahead and write what a numerator is. If you need to, give me an example. All right, very nice. So our numerator is the top number of a fraction. It tells us how many parts are filled in. So, for example, if I had a circle model here, my top number, how many are shaded in, would be 1. Very nice. Okay. Next vocabulary word, we have denominator. So what I'd like you to do is on your boards, go ahead and write what a denominator is. If our numerator is the top number, what is our denominator? If you need to, go ahead and look at the example that I have written up on the board. What is a denominator? Very nice. So the denominator is the bottom number. Of our fraction. It tells us the total number of parts. So in our example here, our total number of parts would be 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, very good job. Okay, moving on. Since we have reviewed our vocabulary, now we're going to start to apply identifying our numerators and our denominators. So on your boards, what I would like for you to do is go ahead and write me the denominator for this fraction. Write me the denominator for this fraction. Just the denominator. Just the denominator for this fraction. Very nice. Okay, so our denominator for this fraction would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 total parts. Very nice. Now, since you have your denominator, go ahead and write your numerator. What would be the numerator for this fraction? The numerator. Very nice. Good. We have 2 parts that are filled in. Remember, fractions are parts of a whole. Great job. Okay, let's try one more with a different model. We use the circle model. Let's look at a fraction tile. So if I have a fraction tile, what is my numerator for my fraction tile? What is my numerator for my fraction tile? Very nice. My numerator would be 2. Remember, our numerator is our top number. It tells us how many parts are shaded in. All right, so what would be my denominator then for my fraction model? Very nice. I would have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our denominator tells us our total number of pieces. Very nice. All right, let's build upon that and get into our equivalent fractions. So, if I have the fraction 2/8 and we just did a model for 2/8 in two different ways. We use the circle model and we use our fraction tile. So from there, go ahead and draw a fraction tile of 2/8, making sure that each of your parts are equal. And then you should shade in how many? How many should be shaded in? Very nice. 2 should be shaded in. We have 2 shaded in. So our fraction tile is showing us 2/8. Very nice. Okay, so from here, equivalent means equal. It means the same. So we need to make a fraction that is equal to 2/8. So if I draw another fraction tile, and this time I only cut my fraction tile into 4s, how many pieces would I need to fill in to have it be equivalent or equal to 2/8? Very nice. I would have 1 filled in. So 1/4 is equal to 2/8 because they fill in the same amount. They line up. All right, let's try another one. If we draw, let's do a circle model for this one. Let's turn it into thirds. All right. Once again, tying in our numerator and denominator, write me the fraction that you see on this model. What is our fraction? Very nice. We have 1/3. 1 piece is filled in, 3 pieces total. Numerator, denominator. All right, let's take that circle model, make one roughly about the same size. Start with thirds. If I cut my thirds in half, write on your boards, what would be my new denominator? What would be my new denominator? What would be my new denominator? Good. We now have 6 equal parts. What would be my new numerator then if I want to create the equivalent fraction to 1/3? If I have 1/3 here, I want to make this and this equal or equivalent. Very nice. I would shade in 2 pieces. And when I shade in the 2 pieces that are in the same area, it's very easy for me to see that they are equivalent. The same amount is shaded in. So 2/6 is equal to 1/3. All right, let's try one more. All right, this time I'm going to give you the fraction, and I want you to either draw the model and then draw or write its equivalent fraction. So here's your fraction. 1/2. Draw me a model, either a circle model or a fraction tile model showing 1/2, and then give me an equivalent fraction. Ooh, very nice. So I'm seeing lots of circle models. If you drew a circle model, you would cut it in half, shade in 1/2. I have a couple fraction tiles, shade 1/2. I saw some of you use that circle model, cut it in half again, which makes 4s, and you would need to shade in 2/4 to make that equivalent. You could have also done the same thing with your fraction tile, shaded in 2/4, line them up, and get an equivalent fraction. Very good. All right, from here you guys are going to work on your PowerPoint.